Alright. Going for my late night walk tonight. Drinking a Dr. Pepper on a walk. Wearing my Z coils. Waiting, hoping they'll sponsor me because I think it would be great because I don't see a lot of men sponsors for them. Nor do I see a lot of people doing running with them. And I think I could do both. I could be a good market for them. Alright, so anyway, we're going on a little walk tonight. And we're just going to talk about life. I'm thirsty. You can hear the crickets chirping. This would be a good place for a free library. You know, a little free library. These people are really cool that live here. They have like a barn-style house. The moon looks really pretty tonight in the clouds. I don't know if we'll see any deer. What kind of cuties we'll see tonight? I just got up from a nap, which was perfect because that was my plan. Take a little nap and then go for my run. But then I went, let's just take a little walk. And we'll see what fascinating things people are throwing out. Here are some fascinating boxes. Look at this house. It looks like one of those presidential election flags that have been up since the 70s. That's like from the Carter administration. You don't see a lot of those styles. That rounded banner type. Okay. We will go on a run, but right now we're just kind of going, loosening up, you know. I took a quarter of a CBD gummy just to relax me. Now you can say drinking a Dr. Pepper with a quarter CBD gummy is probably not a good idea. You know, it's like having a anti-inflammatory and then chasing it with an inflammatory, right? You don't chase anti-inflammatories with an inflammatory, like a sugar. But why is it that anti-inflammatories make inflammatories taste so good? Is it the opposites attract? Look at all these paint cans. That's interesting. It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like an opposites attract. Contrast, sweet and salty, or spicy. How does that go? Sweet and savory, salty and spicy. I don't know. But you know what I mean. I love how I act like I'm talking to anyone. There's no one watching this video. And that's okay. You know, I'm doing this for me. I guess I don't know. You want to connect with people, you know? But you can't force connection, you know? And I get that. And I don't have a gimmick, you know? My gimmick isn't, you know, seriously, I mean, look, I get it. I'm not a hot girl. Instant attention. And and that helps. Like, if your content is at all decent, if it's even just okay, it'll be enhanced by your appearance. And people will be more likely to give it a chance if you look good. That's just a reality. That's just the reality. Let's turn the light on here. What are people throwing away? Kind of an interesting chair. What is this? Check this thing out. I don't know what this is. What? Look at this thing. Look at that. What is that? It's interesting. It's almost religious in nature. Should we open it? I would say remove the screws and then put the backing back on better. You know? Could be done better. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll take that on the way back. It is cool. Here's a bunny rabbit, my first bunny of the night. See the little guy right there? Hi. That's our first bunny rabbit of the night. Oh, wait. Whoever's sending this person's newspaper, they do a terrible job. August 14th. Wait a minute. Oh, shit, did I miss? I think I missed. Yeah, hold on. I missed. Here. There. Hey. Hi. There's a kitty cat. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? You going home? Yeah. Okay. So the last time I went for a run, it was when I went by Marlowe Street. Remember that? And I saw the deer. I got the table. And then I decided to watch all the Philip Marlowe movies on big screen. And we watched The Big Sleep and Murder My... And that was with Humphrey Bogart. So I was right about that. And then we watched Murder My Sweet with Ash... Oh, what's her name? Ashley... Something, beautiful girl. Hadn't seen her in anything before, so we looked her up. And then we got the movie that she's in called Anything for Money, or All That Money Can Buy, or something like that. And that's an interesting movie. We didn't see that yet. It is hot. Hot. It is hot. I'm sure the hot is partially the CBD. Probably raises your body temperature a little bit. I got my Z coils on. They feel good. Z coils. What do you think? Should they be a sponsor? I think they should. I think that'd be cool. I don't think they will. Why do I think they won't be a sponsor? Because, okay, I'm going to be completely brutally blunt here. If you go to their Z-Coil YouTube page or their Facebook page, where they're actually active, right? Any pages they're actually active on, here's what you see. Young girls wearing Z-Coils. Like, do you think they really wear them? I highly doubt it. But they're doing it for marketing attention. Like, they're artistically done. But they're definitely done Look at this couch. I don't need a couch. I'm obviously not going to take this couch, but that's a nice couch. What am I going to put it on my back and carry it home? I have couches. I'm fine. I don't need a couch. But it's kind of cool. Okay, so the Facebook marketing is all young girls. Don't see any men. I didn't look that deeply, though. But I didn't see any men wearing them. I didn't see men in their 50s wearing them either. Which is good and bad. And I'll say why in a minute. The YouTube is all women hiking. It's all hiking. Now, why is that good and bad? These are all good and bad. It's bad because it looks like they have a marketing angle that they're taking right now. Right? They're targeting women who go hiking. There's another little bunny. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of women who go hiking. It's totally, perfectly fine marketing strategy. But there's a lot of men who go running and who go walking, especially in their 40s and 50s. I see them every day in the suburbs of Ohio. And I'm thinking, how do you get those guys' attention? Well, you gotta show people like them, like me. So, here I am, I'm wearing my Z coils. I'm walking, but I run with them too, and I love them. That's why I think it's a good fit, because I actually like the shoe. Oh, hey, look, it's the Little Free Library. This is the one where I got that book, which I haven't read yet, so I'm not getting any more books until I read the one I have. I like how there's a little Godzilla eating gnomes. It's cute. So, I think I could be good to target that market. You know? Also, I mean, I get 500,000 visitors a month on my website. And I have over 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. So, now I haven't compared my follower count with other influencers that they work with. And I don't even think I've seen any influencer marketing yet. So maybe they're still working on picking the influencers for their program. It hasn't been that long. It's only been, what, a couple of weeks since I applied. But here's the thing. Even if they don't pick me as a sponsor, I'll still wear them because I like them. You know? And that's what matters. But now that I've recently found out that I'm actually a size 10 shoe and not a size 9, and if you're a sponsor or you get picked as an influencer, you get a free pair. I could get the new pair in my right size. And that'd be cool. Because there's just no way I could really afford them on my own. You know, I just moved into my first house. And I love it. And it's got so much character. You know? And there's so many paying off a loan. And just working my butt off, you know? Why is everybody throwing away chairs? Okay. There's something cute about this house, isn't it? Isn't that a cute little house? Look, it's got a Z for Z coils. You know what's funny? I'm like walking up the street, just walking and talking at 2 in the morning, drinking a Dr. Pepper. But if someone saw me, they'd probably think I was drinking a beer and talking to myself like a homeless person or something. Wait, let's turn the light off. Car's coming. Okay. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I'm excited. I just think it would be such a good fit. And I've been looking for a sponsor for like 2 years. To be honest, I haven't really been looking. Because I've wanted a sponsor. Let's just say more likely, I've wanted a sponsor since I started my store in 2016. And we're doing great, but I'd love to be able to pay Donna better, and I'd like to be able to pay my artist better. And that's the thing. If I can get a sponsor, if I can get the YouTube monetized, that'll open up the avenue for me to pay both of them better. And I think a lot of people think you just want to do it for yourself. Oh, I want to get it monetized because I want to make more money. I've never, to me, it's not about the money. It never has been. You know, it's always just been about making enough to be okay, you know, make a living, but to support the charities and foundations and things that I care about and help my friends. That's always been my first priority. And I think that's shown throughout my life. But the selfishness is that, hey, look, if I did make more money, not only can I pay Donna and Aaron better and give Donna more orders, which allows me more free time to work on my music and to read more. And, I mean, I'm getting to that age where I don't want to work 18-hour days. You know? Like, running a business it's really hard work, you know? And barely getting by. I feel like I work too hard to barely get by. You know? I think that's what it is. It's really hard. And I think that's what a lot of people could probably relate to. Working so hard to barely get by it wears on you, you know? It really does. Now imagine, I sound, I mean, and I have it pretty good. Like, I don't have kids. Like, now think about someone doing that with kids, right? And they're doing it. Okay. So, I'm not trying to do poor me. I think a lot of ways, the walking and talking is cathartic. It's therapy. It's like a personal therapy. Get some exercise. But I also want to get in better shape. I got to start lifting weights too. And that would be... And honestly, I think the only way I'm going to be able to do that is by getting a membership like the YMCA. And I think the YMCA is not that expensive. Also, they have a pool. And things like Planet Fitness and stuff do not have a pool. Right? So, if you like swimming... Oh, look. Okay, here we go. Now, No one cares about the bunnies. I care about the bunnies. It's like a suburban Watership Down out here, I tell you. Hi, little guy. They're so cute, aren't they? Oh, hi. Wait a minute, what? Look, there's a bunny there. And then there's two right there. Hi. Hi. Okay, so should I just walk forward or should I go around? What if I go slow? I don't want to freak them out. Look at this beautiful, look at that beautiful bunny. Hi, bunny. Can I go this way? I'm gonna go this way, okay? I'm safe. Hi. Okay, I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm not gonna hurt you. He ran across there. Look at that beautiful bunny. Okay, I'm just gonna keep walking. Don't worry. I knew it. Yeah, too close. He's gonna run too because they don't want you to get too close. Hi. Look at the... Oh, you're ducked down, so I can't see you now? Okay. Hi. They're so cute, though. Obviously, I would never hurt the bunnies, but they don't know that. And they're very... Look at them. They're beautiful. I think so. Anyway. I'm going to be the Pied Piper of bunny rabbits. Eventually, they're all going to go, oh my god, look, he's so nice to us. Why have we ever been scared? And then they'll all follow me home, and I'll have 1,000 bunnies. And I'll go, oh my god, what am I going to do? I have 1,000 bunnies. Like, oh, that would be cool, like a story. You're walking around at night, you see little bunnies every night. And then one night you come home, or maybe in the background it shows them collecting in a place, boop, 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 and they're following you, but you don't know it, right? You don't see them. And then one night you go down into your basement, and they've all moved into your basement. And they go, okay, you summoned us, what now? Right? And then all of a sudden there's like 1,000 of these cute little bunnies in your basement. Batman. I think that'll be a cute story. I might have to have Aaron do a banner story of that. Maybe a cartoon. See, if I had more money, I could commission Erin to do more fun art like this. Because she lives for this. This is her life. Her art is her life, and she's so good at it. And she deserves to do better financially as well. To be honest, I think she is more deserving than I am. She's been through so much. And I'm so proud of her, of moving. Getting out of southern Texas to Roswell, New Mexico. That was a harrowing experience, I tell you. But she did it. And I'm very proud of her. And I know she's been depressed. But I think work... Oh, hi! Hello, bunny, what do you think? You're so pretty. How are you so freaking cute? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to freak you out. So, she's been depressed, and I think working for me has helped her a lot. And given her a sense of achievement and purpose coming to fruition that has been good for her. Okay, this is video 2. I accidentally closed the video. We're still going on our night run here, or, I mean, night walk. Haven't done any running tonight. I'm wearing my Fitbit, but I have not turned anything on. So let me do that. Let me do that now. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh. What's with this focus? You know what happened is I got too close because I was trying to zoom in on a bunny rabbit. Alright. I feel like we're still... Oh, okay. Alright, so... Oh. Oh. Huh. Some people bicycling. That's interesting. You don't see a lot of people this late at night, you know. What is this? What do we got here? Shit. I don't know what this weird frame is, but the basket's kind of cool. As I pour soda down my ankle. Look. That's a kind of a cool basket, you know, that someone's throwing out. Okay. Okay. Grab a basket. I could always use a little basket, you know, for my remote controls. Or, you know what I could do is I could put the basket, I wonder if it would fit in my, you know, delivery driver snack. I think it probably won't, it's probably too big. But, if it could fit, I think that would look really nice. So, we'll try that when we get home. Okay. Okay. What else can we talk about? I'm very grateful that I have my mom. We talk a lot. We have a very close relationship. And here's the thing. We had a lot of growing to do. There's Kitty. Hi. We had a lot of growing to do in our relationship. And it took effort, you know, and it took willingness and understanding. Hi. Look at this cutie pie. What are you doing? Hey, you want to see my basket? No? Okay. No? Okay. I didn't say, do you want to get in my basket? It was a beautiful cat. Big long hair. Pretty sure that cat's got a home. See, I don't know. Because I have two cats, I'm more willing to take the bunny rabbits home because I feel like they would not be competing with the cats. So they might get along better. Even though that's insane. Like, what? Why would you think bunny rabbits would get... Oh, let's turn the light off here. Why would you think bunny rabbits would get along with cats better than you know, better than two cats? Or better than a cat. And, that's just, I guess because I know the bunny rabbits are not going to come home with me. And it's more realistic that I would have another cat. And I don't think Luna is a big fan of having lots of cats around. You know, a lot of cats just want to be a single cat home, really. They want to be your one and only. That's how I've experienced cats. Some cats are very, like, they're brotherly and sisterly, like very siblingly. There you go. Siblingly. What is the word for that? Siblingly? It's not a word. So what would be the word for a creature to act like siblings? See, I came about this thought organically, so the word is not coming to me organically. Familial? Familiarly? Okay. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Okay. Oh. So, here it is. What do you make of it? I don't know. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can grab it. I'll be back. Okay. I just got home and I saw a really beautiful possum eating food on my porch right over there. He took off as soon as I went up on the porch. But I like that they're happy. Okay, so the basket is here. So I thought maybe the basket could go like in the top here. But as you can see, it's a little too big. But what about like that? Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's a little too long. But that might work. If we turn it this way, it'll even look nicer. Because this isn't broken. Okay. I put that cutie there for my neighbor when they moved in. And here's the table that I got. Straighten that out. Okay, and here, this is the thing I brought home. And it's got a lock. Okay. Put candles or incense in there. I think it's really freaking cool. Now, whoever put those screws in really screwed up. They should not have done that. And I will... See, look at that. Why? There's no reason for those even to be there. So, I'm actually going to see about taking those out to put less stress on that wood. And then use maybe little tiny nails to fix the back around the corners. I could paint it. I could repaint it. Possibly. I like it though, I really do. I find the coolest stuff. Okay, so we are home, but we've only gone like a mile or something, right? Because we haven't run at all. Okay, so okay, so now we'll go on the run, and we'll go the opposite direction. I got rid of the chest strap because it was so clunky. Like, it holds the phone like far away from your body, and it's on this weird thing. Like, why couldn't they make it so it's just flat against your body? Or flatter, you know, just on your chest. That would be better. So I'll look for a better one of those. So, but for now, we're back to holding it by hand. I always find something cool on my trash night, late night runs. And I'm like, I'm trying to be discriminatory. I'm not trying to be a hoarder, right? You know, I'm not really trying to collect stuff. But I don't think that box should be thrown out. Just, it looks like a well-seasoned pan, you know what I mean? Like, you can just, it looks so cool. And it's full of, like, creative potential. That's what I see. At first, you're like, ooh, it's kind of shaped like a coffin. That's kind of creepy. You know, I'm sure if anybody's watching this, would you agree? First glance, you're like, okay, that's a little creepy. It looks like a coffin for baby Dracula, you know? And, but then you open it, it's got shelves. So you're like, okay, maybe it's converted. It's a converted baby vampire coffin. It's been converted. But it's still got a vibe, right? It's still got a vibe. It's still got a weird vibe. What's with this big metal? What the hell is this? That's crazy. Yeah, good luck. The trash is really not going to pick that up. You know? But the more I looked at it, it's got the cool crystal doorknob. What? Wait a minute. What is this? Look at this book. The Jewish Kitchen. Huh. Well, I am Jewish. I feel like this book was like made for me in my kitchen. How about this? I will put the book so I don't have to carry it. I'll put the book here. And we'll come back for it. On the way back. We'll grab it on the way back. Oh, I also came up with a new rule. The new rule is I can record on the walk or run as much as I want, but then on the way back home, I need to stop recording and just be present. And I think that's it's a good rule. Because it gives me a lot of comfort to be recording while I'm walking, you know? Gives me a sense of security and connection. But it's like a training wheel. It's, and I get that. So, now I didn't come up with this idea organically. It was thrust upon me by the last time I went running. On the way back, my phone died. And all of a sudden, I found myself in that moment going, okay. And you feel just slightly more out of your comfort zone. And that's a good place to be. Creatively speaking. So, because I recognize the aspect of that, I'm going to add that as a rule. What is this? What is this? Interesting. Bunch of squares. You square. You Goonie. Remember that at the end of the Goonies? Or, no, it's not the end. It's when they go into the well. Oh, okay. A couple of plastic cups. We'll toss them into the trash can. There. Okay, yeah, so Josh Brolin, who is in his 40s now, right? He's probably like, I mean, oh, wait a minute. He's older than, is he older than me? I think he's older than me by a year or two. Let's say he's 56 or 54. He's probably like just a couple years older than me. If anybody knows how old Josh Brolin is, please leave it in the comments, because if you're recording, you can't go look stuff up without having to pause the video, then you got to start a new video. So, if anybody wants to look up how old Josh Brolin is for me, because I'll probably forget by the time I finish this video. This will also see if anybody's actually watching the video, and I'm guessing nobody is, and that's okay. Oh my god. What? Wow. What? Look at this. It's a... what's it called? Table soccer. I forget what it's called. Wiffle ball table, or what do they call that? Look at that cute little boot. Ooh, a sink. Look at that. Oh god, that's... unfortunately, that is not in good condition. Ooh, that's pretty. They got good lighting. I love their lighting. I gotta do something like that. The only problem is the reason I don't do lighting like this is because I don't have a freaking outlet outside my house. Let's see, how do they have their outlet? Let's see if we can take a look. I love... that's pretty. Oh my god. Look at all the bugs that they draw though. So, look at that cutie. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Look at that. They actually have those lights stapled up. Like that's... I don't see them. There's the outlet. They do have an outlet. See, that's the problem. I don't have an outlet. I don't have an outlet. I need an outlet on my porch. And it was so easy to put one in. They'd have to just go through underneath the porch to the wall, right by the wall, yeah, right by where my desk is, and connect an outlet to the wires that are right there. You know? It would be totally doable. But I don't think I could have Beth do it. I'd have to just pay someone. And I feel like that would be expensive. Because they'd have to pull up... they'd have to pull up some boards, get underneath the porch. I don't know. Oh, wow, it looks like the Giving Tree. Look. You know what I mean? Doesn't it look like the Giving Tree? You know, from the book? But, like, inverted, like facing the other direction or something? If I remember correctly, which I probably don't, because I haven't taken a good look at that cover in 1,000 years. I have not done any running tonight. It's just hot. I also think it's easier to run without holding a phone, which means I couldn't be recording for my video, and that's fine. Maybe I need to do some running without recording. You know? I'm open to that idea. I'm also open to the idea of having an outlet installed on my porch. How much do you think it would cost? I'm gonna guess a couple $100s up to 1,000. So I gotta think, ooh, yeah. Do I really want to spend $1,000 just to get 2 outlets? I do. I mean, it needs it. It needs an outlet. I could put up some lighting. Now, okay. You can still put up lighting. It would just have to be solar powered. Now, here's the thing. From my experience, solar powered lighting, because I have the solar powered bird feeder with a light. How long would that even last? Right? Okay, so the bird feeder that I have, the light that gets powered all day, stays on from nighttime until like 3, 4 in the morning. Which is, it's like almost good enough, I think, if I recall correctly. So, I guess I'd have to see if I position a solar panel just right, like right at the roof line, you know, and then have the lights go down, stapled. Like, I really like that. I'm glad I got that on video to see, because it made me think about it in my head, how they do it. And I like the way they were put up. It was pretty cool, because they looked weatherproof, too. What is this, dude? It's like a, what? It's like a coat rack. But then, they're also, who the heck throws out a pull-up bar? Dude. You know how much those cost? Those are like $30 to $50. You know? Now I have one because I found one in the basement. And I have it, and I'm using mine. But that's cool. And then you got this, like, coat rack. And I need a coat rack. Should I grab it? You know what I could do? I could grab them both, give away the pull-up bar in the Buy Nothing group, and then keep the coat rack. So, but to do this, I will have to shut down filming. So, alright. I will see you all guys when I get home. I guess we're going into our silent mode now. Okay, bye. Okay, so, if you wonder where I am now, here's a little update. I've been singing. I got a, I'm gonna tighten. Oh, they don't have normal screws. Not even hex. So I got a coat rack and a perfect pull-up. Figured out where the heck I am. I'm going to give away the pull-up bar. Okay. As I was saying, I have a pull-up bar already, so I'm going to give this one away to the Buy Nothing group because I know they cost like $35. So, also I've been wanting a coat rack for a long time, and I didn't want to spend $100, $200, $500, you know, for a coat rack, because it has to fit a specific space. So this coat rack that I found is small enough form factor. And okay, so it's actually interesting if you think about it from a pyramidal standpoint. A pyramid was created at a time when we did not have steel. And because we didn't have steel, we had to use materials that could not hold as much weight per square inch. And that's why the base of the pyramid has to be so wide. Okay? So the stronger the material, the less wide the structure has to be, which is how you get like skyscrapers. Now, this coat rack is made out of steel, which is probably why it has a nice small form factor. And all the wooden ones, which I wanted to get, well, because they're wood, they have a much wider base, which means they don't fit the space that I want to put them. Alright, we're going to have a lot of videos this time because it keeps stopping. I had to find a more comfortable position for the pull-up bar and the coat rack. Okay, We're at about 1.7 miles. Now remember, I didn't start the timer until I'd already gone a half mile. So, we've actually gone a little over 2 miles. Possibly closer to 3. But we'll say, like, we're only going to go by the time. You know? Because more exercise is always better than less. So, well, not always. There's a point. Yeah. Okay. But you know what I mean. It's like if I don't calculate a bike ride. I don't need to add it manually to my app or anything. It's good to be precise. There's a lot of things I want to be precise about. But when it comes to like working out and getting fit, if I accidentally don't calculate a mile or 10 miles or 50 miles, it doesn't matter. It's all working towards me, towards my benefit. It's a long haul, you know, it's not incremental. We don't focus on the progress because we're in it for the long road. Fitness progress takes years. And if you focus on nitpicking every piece of progress, you'll burn yourself out. That's why I turned it into an adventure. Taking photos, you know, going out on trash night, the bunny rabbits, all of that helps to keep the focus off of progress. Turns it into what life was when we were children, which is an adventure. Look at this beautiful tree. Something about that tree. I like the motion. It's like a hand or a dancer. Dancer slowly pounces, facing pain and desperation. Darkest facing with perspiration. Okay, who can name that song? I'll give you 10 seconds. Do 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 da da do do do.
In 600 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Well, okay. That was Losing It by Rush, which is a song about people with profound talents that, as they age, they feel like they lose their talents. And the depression. It's almost like a postpartum depression on a fundamental level, like a spiritual. It's like a really profound. Okay, I shouldn't compare the two. Postpartum depression is very serious and very important and meaningful and deserves our compassion. This is just different. Okay, Jewish book. Still here. Got my book. Oh my God, I swear I got a lot of great stuff tonight. You know? Okay. Do you think someone's going to take the pull-up? I think someone will. Because they are kind of expensive. They're like 35 to 50 bucks. Go to Amazon, look up the pull-up bar. The kind that actually goes over and, you know, the frame of the door frame. And you'll see. They're pretty expensive. So, we'll give that away. Okay. Yeah, to the Buy Nothing group. I love the Buy Nothing group. And then we'll I'll tighten up. Hopefully I can tighten it up. It's not like one of those things where you're like, oh, this is why they got rid of it. Because you can't tighten it, you know. Hopefully we can tighten it. I've got a drill with, I'll try by hand first. And then if it's, hi!
Welcome home.
I got something for the Buy Nothing group. Yeah, the pull-up bar I'm going to give away to the Buy Nothing group.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. What's Willow doing?
Playing with bugs, trying to get bugs that are flying around.
Yeah.
I gave her some catnip.
Okay. She's tripping.
Right. She's on catnip.
I like to go on for my walks on track night because I... Okay. So... Wow. Well... It's been an interesting night. Ended up going for an hour, kind of an hour-long walk and talk with my neighbor, Brittany, who is the owner of the cat Willow, the calico. And Brittany's really cool. She'd be a good friend to have. So, just took it easy. It would be interesting to get to know her a little better. I'd like to know a little more about her. We'd like to know a little more about you for our files. By the way, I found out Brittany is Jewish. My mom will be happy about it. My mom would love that. Yeah. I found out her last name. I'm not going to say it. But she is Jewish, like me. She loves cats. Her cat is Willow, who is awesome. And, she goes for walks sometimes with her cat Willow when she can't sleep. And I thought she lived closer, but apparently she lives right at the corner. And she showed me her beautiful lights on her ceiling. They're very pretty. I mean, she like opened up, you know, she showed me trust. And that was really nice. That was really meaningful to have a friend that felt like they could open up to you. That's so meaningful. Like I said, I told her this too. Every time I go for a run or a walk, it ups the ante. God ups the ante with the blessings. Every time. First night was 1 bunny, second night 2 bunnies, third night 3 bunnies, fourth night deer, fifth night deer and cats and bunnies, and finding some cool stuff, the table, and then tonight finding the Jewish cookbook and the coat rack and the perfect pull-up I'm going to give away to the Buy Nothing group, and then talking with Brittany for like an hour. I think that's just really cool. We're not at 3 miles yet. We probably went 3 miles if you think about it, but what do you want to do? You should probably go inside. Oh, you know, we heard this very sweet creature over here. And it sounded so sad. And we wanted to like film or capture this sound. And oh my gosh. So when it stopped crying out, Brittany was like, oh, I think it died. I'm like, wow, you went dark. And I don't think it died. I think it just probably cried itself to sleep. What if she had asked you up? What would you have done? I mean, she was attractive. She's an attractive woman. We're about the same age. She might be a couple years younger than me. She's like, perfect. Although I've dated a lot of women who are older than me too. And she seemed really wise and knowledgeable. I'd like to get to know her better. I think that for me, I've never done anything like that before, where you just... She probably could have. I mean, look, she initiated a lot of different things. She initiated, like, showing me her place. The lights. She's like, I can't believe you've never looked up. You know? And I'm like, well, yeah, of course I've never looked up. I don't know. Morning. She said, I can't believe you never looked up here. And I felt like, never looked up? Why? I was like, I felt bad. Like, I haven't seen something? And then she showed me. And I was just like, wow. Like, I was missing something. And then and I didn't even think that was like her place at first. I'm like, wow. She's like, have you seen my lights? I'm like, your lights? I thought you lived closer to me. She's like, no, this is my place. And then I went, oh. She's sharing with you where she lives. I mean, that's big. That's big. You know? I mean, it's not huge. Let's not go crazy. But that's, come on. That's a sign of trust. It's a sign of friendship. It's very beautiful. That's very cool. Oh, and she said she likes the little free libraries. Of course, I love the little free libraries. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Hold on. I need to text her. Because we'll do it when we get up here. Okay, so look at this. Oh, she also gave me your phone number. Oh. Oh, hi, bunny. You're so cute. Okay, so check this out. I've been wanting to put up a little free library in front of my house since I moved in. But it was the winter first, and I didn't want to put it up during the winter. Okay, well, get this. And I have a lot of books. What if she and I went halves on a little free library? And we can both put books in it. That would be a fun project to do together. I wonder if she'd be down. I bet she would. Now, here's why I bring it up. At her place, outside, is a cute little bench. Now imagine a little free library right at that bench. It'd be close enough for me and her to put books in. And we know there's a little free library right up across the other street on the opposite side. So this would be perfect. Here, I'll go show you. In the land of the morning star, here I am. Here I am. When you send me an angel, here I am. Okay, so what I'm thinking, what about a little free library like right here? That's our place. Or here. Okay, let me go text her now.